It's a little while.
Thank you.
18 years on Long Island.
Okay, we are
Get that.
working on the loading to get live, to go live.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
But we're not there yet.
Oh, meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
There we go.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's a great joy to be together, and I'm very excited to be leading the service with Rabbi Corbin and with Cantor Berman. It's been wonderful working together this week as we plan the service. And a wonderful joy this week, a blessing, has been the opportunity to meet people through the meet and greets, where 10 to 12, maybe 4 people get together and we talk about the temple and the special place of Temple Sinai in the lives of everyone, a family of families, and also the way Rabbi Gibson has touched everyone. And we're very aware, very grateful for all the blessings that we share. And we begin our Shabbat service.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bochem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shulchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So that Shalom Aleichem is such it's a welcome, as you may know, to the Shabbat angels that we invite to spend Shabbat with us, and that adds to our blessing. It adds something else to our Shabbat, and so we open our hearts and welcome them in, and we prepare to light our lights. Oh. I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Oh, hear our prayer we sing to you. Be gracious to the ones we love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear our prayer to you. The rest of this we'll do later. But this is a little introduction for lighting those lights, so please join me. If you have your candles nearby and want to join as I light on behalf of our congregation, please do so. In a way, lighting these lights sets aside this time of Shabbat as a sacred time, as a time when we remember all the blessings in our lives and the blessings of our lives and the blessings we can be in our lives. And so we bring in the light, and then we cover our eyes. And when we let our hands off of our eyes, we uncover our eyes, it's as though we see the blessing all over again. So join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat shalom.
About 15 years ago, I lived in Israel and studied in yeshiva, and it was always wonderful when I was invited to the home, a bunch of students, the homes of our different teachers. Now in Israel, in the modern Orthodox world, some people had 8 or 9 children. All ages might be there for Shabbat, from their 30s down to their teens and below. And that was just in one family. But for each child, the parent would bless each one individually, put hands on his or her head, and offer these words: Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, and bless your children. And if your children aren't near, send out your energy to them, the energy of blessing. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
We continue now with the Kiddush. If you have your wine or your juice with you, by all means, have it in front of you as we join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzevanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaro memaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila l'migrei kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki vanu acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. And for me, it really is just juice. We continue with some verses from Psalms, which are part of our earliest form of Siddur. And in part they were put together because there are so many blessings that we have in our lives, and sometimes we just need to sing them out. So let's join together with L'chuner Anena, followed by Shir Chadash.
Chadodi, of course, is a time we welcome in the angels, we welcome in Shabbat, rather, as a bride, with all that hope, with all that potential, and with all the blessings. Chadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, ishmianu האל המיוחד, אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת בלי תהילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. נקבל לקרבה, בני שבת נקבלה. That'll tell me I'm going too fast, I need to slow down. And this verse is all about being awake and being fully present. Idoreri, kiva horech, kumi ori, shira beri, kafer Adonai alayit nigla. Lecha dodi לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. lecha dodi לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. And if you would like to join me in rising, we turn towards our entrance. והואיל ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוהלה, תוך המוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. כן, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, בני שבת נקבלה. So with these psalms and welcoming of Shabbat with Lecha Dodi, we should be a little bit warmed up and ready to really take on the meaning, the core of our service, the heart of our service, and opening our own hearts. So if you want to join me, you may rise for Chatzi Kaddish. Yikada v'yikada shemei Rabbah, v'yalemad yivrach chirutei v'yamleich b'chutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael, b'gala ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבא מבורך, לעולם לעלמי עלמיה יתברך כפי שבח ויבהר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה. ברכו לילה מן כה ברכתה ושירתה ושפכתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ויאמרו Amen. And if you know which way is east, it's traditional to face that direction. For Baruch et Adonai Havorach. Baruch Adonai Havorach le'olam va'ed.
Join together in a blessing for the wonders of the evening and the mixing of the light and dark that we have when day turns into night. We join together. Bless Adonai, who spins day into dusk. With wisdom, watch the dawn gates open. With understanding, let time and seasons come and go. With awe, perceive the stars in lawful orbit. Morning dawns, evening darkens. Darkness and light yielding one to the other, yet each distinguished and unique. Marvel at life, strive to know its ways, seek wisdom and truth, the gateways to life's mysteries. Wondrous indeed is the evening twilight. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. We continue with Ahavat Olam. Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'adecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam ve'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם למזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות בכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
These words of Micha Mocha are from, of course, the Song of the Sea when the Israelites have just crossed. And we think of it as a time of celebrating the blessing of freedom. It may also have been a time of great uncertainty when the blessing was the ability to join together and to help one another across. I think that that is a moment in our history, in our text, that resonates with me for this moment in time. I wonder if you might feel it as we join together in this Micha Mocha of both joy and joining together. Micha chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osef eleh, Nora tehilot, osef eleh Adonai, imloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam livnei Moshe Miriam, zeheli anu v'yamru, zeheli anu v'yamru, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osef eleh, Nora tehilot, osef eleh Adonai, yimloch leolam va'ed. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב גואלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום. V'hamidenu Mashom. Oops, I picked the wrong one. I did that when I was practicing today too. Okay. This is, maybe it's a blessing to have so many in my head. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufrosal aleinu sukat shlomecha. We go to the next one. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, now I see. Can we please go back now? This is a different one than Hashkivenu Adonai. No, this is a different one that I planned, so we'll go with it. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukhat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukhat shlomecha. Amen. This one might just be perfect. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Amen. Perfect. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukhat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורות בריתו וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתו ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתו
If it is your custom to rise during the Amidah, if you are comfortable doing so, please join me. Again, we face towards the east. Open our hearts. And these short 6 words we might ask God really to open up our lips by opening up our hearts. Adonai, Sifatai Tifta, Ufi Agi, Tehilatecha, Adonai, Sifatai Tifta, Ufi Agi, Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot ומביאו לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל את הרב להושיע מוריד הטל מקלקל חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, תומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידה מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. Please join. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed. And we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
We join together in a prayer for the gift of Shabbat. God of old, thank you for this week that has passed. And thank you for this Shabbat. Bless those around me with your love and your light. Let your light shine on me as well. Help me to live a life of kindness and service, guided by Torah and mitzvot. Let me see others through your eyes with compassion and understanding. Let me see myself through your eyes with forgiveness and grace. May your goodness rain down upon us from this Shabbat until the next, and all the days of our lives. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. And we ask God to accept our prayers and to note the blessings in our lives. And I'm going to ask Rabbi Crystal to join me in offering this responsively. May I see the spark of holiness in all that I do. May the light of God guide me through darkness.
May my prayers strengthen me, urging me to be present for those who are suffering.
May I become a messenger of caring and compassion, a partner with God in the work of healing.
May I be guided to fight injustice and to love peace and harmony.
May God's blessing be with those who are in my heart as I utter this prayer.
May all that is good in life lead me to passion and radiance. By your light, O God, may I see light.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. And a reminder of what blessings we have, the gratitude that we should have for the blessings that we have, and how we can use those to bring blessing into the world. We join together. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our heart and hands, we offer praise. For the desire in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el hodot. Most of all, we hope for peace, inner peace, peace in our communities, peace among our families, and most of all, peace in the world. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Chazim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Chazim Le'olam. Ki atah Melech Adon, Lechol HaShalom. Ki atah Melech Adon, Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. V'tov beinecha levaret et amcha Yisrael. B'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael v'shalom. Take a few moments now to offer the prayers of our hearts, the prayers that are not shared with our ancestors who put together the Siddur, or even with the people who might be sitting right next to us.
Ose shalom b'roma, uyase shalom aleinu. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם.
Yishaberach, Imotena va'avotena, our God and God of our mothers and fathers, that are Sarah and Abraham, Rebecca and Isaac, Leah, Rachel, and Jacob, as you have been with our ancestors, with all who are in need of your healing. Send them refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, healing of body, mind, and spirit. Sustain their dear ones with your goodness and love, and guide their caregivers, have skilled hands and understanding hearts. Baruch atah Adonai rofeh hacholim. Blessed are you, O God, who sends healing to the ill.
I invite you to think of those that who are in need of healing, healing of mind, healing of body, healing of spirit. You share those names in the chat on the YouTube. Hold them close in your hearts, especially thinking of Colleen Fretter and her son and her son-in-law and her granddaughter, as well as many others in our community. May the source of strength who bless the ones before
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So in the tradition of Rabbi Gibson, a tale, back in the old country, there was once a young man, very, very arrogant. And he thought, I'll join the city guard. They had a uniform with bright, bright brass buttons and a sword, and he would be part of the guard. And he was assigned to the night watch. And there on his first night, he comes across a beggar laying in the street, and he gives him a little nudge. And before you know it, the beggar pops up and draws a sword and starts dueling with this young man. Back and forth, back and forth. The young man was good at heart and didn't want to hurt the beggar. But he couldn't, the young man, disarm the beggar. And finally, after half an hour, the young man slipped and ran the beggar through. And the beggar said, I give you the curse of the blessings. If you don't say a blessing a day, then you'll die. The young man was so very upset. He went and got the sergeant of the guard, but the beggar was gone. The young man didn't think much about those words. He went to sleep and got up, and as the sun was setting, he felt so tired. And then he remembered what the beggar said. And he said, Blessed are you, O God, who makes firm my steps. That morning, he started and said a blessing right away. Blessed are you, eternal our God, who opens the eyes of the blind. Each day he found something to bless about himself. It might be knowledge. It might be something that he ate. Took a month. He ran out of things for himself, and then he went on. He went to his father. It was 2 months. His mother, it was 3 months. Each of his siblings. Before you know it, people in the town and neighbors. And 1 year led to 2, led to 3. And people knew this now older man as the master of blessings. Whenever there was a joyous event, they would call the master of blessing. Oy, could he offer a blessing. And he lived for 10, 20, 30, 40 more years and more until the age of 120, each day saying a blessing. After 120 years, the lifespan of Moses, he decided this day he wouldn't say a blessing. And then as the sun was setting, all of a sudden the beggar appeared. He hadn't aged a day. The master of blessings in wonder said, Who are you? And the beggar said, I am the angel of death. 100 years ago, you were so full of yourself that there was no room for anything else. It was just an empty spirit. But now, by learning to bless, you are a full soul. But the master of blessing, hearing these words, said, Baruch atah Adonai. One more blessing. The story comes from Rabbi Mitch Chaffetz. And wouldn't it be wonderful to be a master of blessing? And if you think about it, blessing pervades Judaism. In Genesis, as Abraham and Sarah are leaving Haran, God says your descendants will be a blessing. The 10 Commandments in Exodus, Shabbat is a blessed day. Leviticus ends with blessings and curses. And in Numbers we read, may God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine on you. So how do we become a master of blessing? What's the skill, the talent? Now, obviously, the first skill was fright. Oh my God, I've got to say a blessing. But beyond panic, the master of blessing developed the skill of paying attention. Learn to find something new to bless each day. Aren't the greatest gifts that we receive from others something we'd always want, but never think to get for ourselves? And Judaism is all about awakening the soul. Now think about our worlds, how busy we become. Say, if I'm traveling, can I find a place with good Wi-Fi? Can I return emails before I go to bed? Can I arrange my schedule to pick up the kids, finish work, shop, and see friends? Can I eat breakfast and read the New York Times? That's me. For teens and preteens, can I talk on the phone, text my friends, Snapchat, and watch TikTok? That's Monday. So Judaism offers another way. And think about it just with food. We have a blessing for each different type of food. Trees, fruit from the trees or fruit from the ground. Pastry has its own blessing. It's come from bread, but it has sugar. There's even a bracha for candy, processed foods. My favorite is the argument about the blessing over pizza. On one hand, it's motzi, it's lechem, but on the other hand, it's mazonot because it's got oil and cheese. The answer, one slice, it's a snack, mazonot. Two slices, it's a meal. I won't get into the distinction between Chicago and New York, or even think to get into the distinction between Minios and Ayelos. But it's not just ritual to the nth degree. Rabbi Larry Kushner in Eyes Remade for Wonder says, the commonality of all great spiritual traditions, Eastern meditation, reading the Torah, or chants, is the ability to pay attention, seeing the world and others with a full vision of the heart. A second thought, blessings inspire us with awe for life. As I think of the Master of Blessing, it was joy as the Master got to know each person that he blessed. When we say a blessing from the heart, there's wonder in the world. That amazing sweet challah, opening my eyes, returning my soul to me. Think of my teachers that I described at the beginning of our service. Each one put hands on the child, looked into his or her eye, thought of the neshama, the soul of that child, and felt unbounded love. In our world with COVID-19, with friends, family, and work, we have discovered anew and appreciate in a much deeper way the caring that we share with each other in our lives. A last idea. The Master of Blessings was more than a gifted speaker. He became a blessing. O Nelim felt his presence, were inspired by his words. Dr. Rachel Naomi Remen, in an article in Reform Judaism for one of her books, expressed it this way: a blessing is not something you give, but something you are. There's a spark of God in everyone. In a highly technological world, it's easy to forget the power of our own goodness and place value instead on our skills, knowledge, and expertise. Our blessings heal the world. Through our blessings, we discover our own wholeness and the way to restore the hidden wholeness of others. In our world at this time, with a pandemic which seems to grow with each day, with the economy, with the depth of the prejudice in our country, which has been unleashed and symbolized by the death of George Floyd. Blessings have to go beyond those in our immediate circle. We must live with integrity, with compassion, a commitment to justice. We need to become blessings by acting to bring goodness into our world. 3,000 years ago, as Abraham and Sarah left Haran, God said, you will become a blessing. When we cherish life like the Master of Blessing, we live the words, May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine on you and be gracious to you. May God's Spirit lift you up and give you peace. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. A few announcements. Our cantorial program is underwritten by a generous grant from Edgar Snyder. We're so grateful for his ongoing support of wonderful Jewish music at Temple Sinai. Torah study via Zoom on Saturday. Rabbi Gorban will be leading at 8:30. The informal Shabbat morning service begins at 9:15. Family Havdalah and sing-along is at 5, and Zoom Havdalah is at 8:45. Bereshit, the singing Torah, is Sunday, July 12 at 10:30 a.m. We will get it right this week and have Parashat HaShavua on July 15 at 12 p.m. And the Legacy Circle concert with members of the Pittsburgh Symphony, a virtual event, will be at 5. A City Divided, Race, Fear, and the Law in Police Confrontations with Dr. David Harris is on Thursday, July 16th at 7 p.m. It's by Zoom, and we need to pre-register. And next Friday, again, Shabbat services. And please, sign up for a meet and greet. It's been wonderful seeing people this week, and I hope to get to see so many congregants. Shabbat shalom.
We continue now with Aleinu. If you would like, you may rise. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, l'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Rabbi Crystal, do you have the Mishaberach list in front of you? I've got it. So thank you. This Shabbat, we remember those who have departed from our midst. Please, I ask for your forgiveness in advance if I mispronounce a name. Edward Averbach, Blanche Barbro, Paul Barkley, Tilly Seeberger, Joseph Bloom, Renee Bonderman, and Sonny Tchaikovsky, Deborah Danovitz, Miles Ehrlich, Martin Fried, Pamela Hope Friedman Velasquez, Meyer Mickey Gerson and Leonard Glick, Edith Goldstein and Sidney Goodman, Charles Grobstein, Ethel M. Hinks, Dorothy Hoffman and Leo Iddickson, Charles L. Carlson, Abe Kaplan, Rose Karp Kolb Court, Harry W. Latterman, Alter Lipnick, and Harry Lewick, and Irene Lewick, Harry Lewis, Alec Lutzker, Neoma Malkin, Donald C. McKenney and Harvey Malamed, Hyman Mind and Hyman J. Minkoff, Sarah Backrack Mishalevich, Vadim Roberman, Rose Rosenfeld, S. David Rosenfield, Joseph Roth and Harry Rubin, Lawrence Rudick, Anna Samble, Jane Siegel, Morris Snyderman, Herbert Walker, and Sarah Zoffer. We also remember those who have recently departed our midst. Jean Farkas Podolsky, the mother of Joel Farkas, and grandmother and great-grandmother of Rob and Emily Richmond. So please, if you are observing a yard site or in a period of mourning, please rise with me. And those who wish may rise with our mourners, as is a custom at Temple Sinai, rise in solidarity, and together with leading the voices from the mourners leading and the voices of everyone else responding, we create a whole as we say our Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, ve'alma divarach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye b'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabba mevorach le'olam u'le'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitala v'yithalal shemei dekudesh abrichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru. Amen. And with those words of inspiration about the blessings in our lives and the blessings we can all be, we come back to these words that we began with. Oh, hear our prayer I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say amen. Join me in the last part. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, aparei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al Yishalayim ve'al kol b'nei Adam, v'imru. Amen. May the eternal wonder blessing send a shelter of peace on us, on Israel, Jerusalem, and all humanity. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Feel free to join us for our oneg. The link is in your weekly email, your weekly highlights.
And